Appreciate everybody taking the time to join us today. Pretty excited. We've got a really good group of panelists from the cybersecurity space. For those of you who are at our Tech Connect event in August of last year, some familiar faces probably here on the panel. So I look forward to hearing, what's transpired from their perspective in the security space since, in the last 6 months. And for those of you who did attend last year, or those of you who weren't able to attend last year, I'm happy to announce that as of this morning, we do have a date for our Tech Connect 2025. It's going to be August 21st. So look for, some save the dates to be coming out on that event. It's going to be at the same location, the Marriott World Center here, just outside of Orlando, near the Disney area. Really great venue, a lot of good information last year. And we're looking forward to a really good event. So again, we've got a great group of panelists here. Just for quick introductions to make sure we go pretty quickly. First, Rosanna Filingari. She's a Vice President of Sales for CyberMax, formerly CyberSafe Solutions. She was recognized as one of LIBN's 30 under 30. She is a Women of Channel Power 100, and she is today the cybersecurity evangelist who brings a unique perspective to sales leadership at her MSSP, CyberMax. And we've got Ryan Harrelson. He's the president and founder of Simply Meta. He has built and run a global IT organization, so he understands the challenges each of you face. And then built a company he'd love to have worked with in order to give you the best options to your outside security needs. They do a lot in the engineering space, have virtual CISOs on staff within their organization. Then we've got Chris Irvin, who is the principal solution architect for security and AI at Lumen. Chris is a CISSP. He's worked in the security space for many years and is currently focused and works with the Lumen Advanced Services and Digital Group, specializing in their professional security services, AI integration, and AI enabling architectures. And then last, but certainly not least, we have Nima Kamushi. He is the VP of Cybersecurity for Dataprise, which is a national MSP. He's a seasoned information security executive, leads the Dataprise security practice, security product development, incident response, advisory services, and compliance for the Dataprise group. Prior to Dataprise, he held roles as a global information security practice leader, chief information security officer, and executive director for information security. So a lot of smart folks on the call today, a lot of experience in the cybersecurity space. So most of the time, I am going to ask questions and get out of their way so that you can get real information from the folks who are really smart in this space. One thing I didn't hear, and I'm sort of surprised, was anything specific to AI. So threats that are trending, that are AI generated or AI impacted.
I would say that they're not doing new attacks. I would say it's not new types of attacks, John. It's just now being done by AI. So it's a great example. We're seeing highly more targeted social engineering phishing campaigns being written and managed by AI. But it's the same attack vector. It's the same attack components. And we were looking at this on one of those kind of vector charts. You go, it's the same thing. We've just added AI. So it's not that there's a lot of new vectors and new methods because of AI, but that the ones that exist have become far more specifically built or far more intelligent because of the AI component. And I think that's maybe why you didn't see it, but I'll let everyone else kind of chime in.
Yeah, you bring up a good, excellent point on that one. Yeah, the attacks are the attacks, but the quality, especially with phishing, we all know that one. No longer can you just look for poor grammar or misspellings. The quality's gone up, and then the speed at which the campaigns are developed and the speed at which they change is what is at the risk of hyperbole, staggering. Because what you detected 3 hours ago has changed. Email filters are pretty good, but it's still the number one vector of attack. It's still the one that most people are susceptible to, because there is no guardrail in place against sending email still.
Sure.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, I would say average, when we think about that same thing, the average breach detection time used to be, if we all remember a couple of years ago, 200 days, right? Enter automated ransomware, enter, these more sophisticated types of attacks. I think that timeline has significantly reduced, but what can we do about it, right? I think that's really where we need to drill into. So our
I don't
training
think you can do
programs-
anything about it. From the attacker perspective, if I want to craft new malware to evade signatures, it takes no time now and no skill to obfuscate the code and
No
keep
skill
it,
for sure.
keep it changing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I'm not going to disagree with you there. I would just say that, us as businesses need to do something to accommodate for that, right? So that's the missing piece in a lot of these conversations. So
I think that
pushing
leads
won't
into
go away.
one of,
Good.
I think that leads into one of the things that, John, I'm sure is a completely different question, but since you brought up AI again, and it's such an important conversation, Rosanna, you brought up your SOAR earlier. All the organizations here on this call have some sort of a SOAR. That is where you're going to see that AI. It's not the front-facing fun, to Chris's point. It's not the sexy components, but the SOAR is that area where we're really going to be able to take machine learning and AI and teach it how to adapt faster, right? And it's that whole, I think Nima said, AI versus AI is the direction we're headed. And a lot of that, John's not going to push from those end components in XDR and the EDR, although it will be used. It's going to be when we combine all that telemetry inside of that SOAR component inside of these organizations. And can we teach the SOAR to learn these new things fast enough? And that's going to be where that component is as far as the development of AI is going to be. We got to get the SOAR to develop quick enough, learn fast enough, and see enough data to make those decisions.
Who's winning that war right now?
Yeah, everyone waited to answer that one. I got to lean towards the bad guys. I mean, they're still beating it. We're still seeing a lot of things that shouldn't be. Obviously, that we're never going to be 100% secure. That's not going to ever be the case. But I still think we're seeing a lot of just what I'll call sloppy issues that are allowing them to, the threat actors to win. If I had to say who's winning the war right now, I don't think it's by a landslide one way or the other. But I think the bad guys are definitely outrunning us in the development of new techniques and new components way faster than we're sealing them up.
Yeah, you're right, because the good guys, we're focused on ethics. We're worried about controlling what the AI, the LLMs generate.